All right, y'all. Welcome back to Four Titles, One Truth.
What? You in charge?
I'm Lance, coming in first today.
Hey, it's your boy Tommie, and he got me in the passenger seat today. But today, we're asking, why do so many men feel lonely even when they look strong? And before I say this,
That's a good question.
before I finish, I want to say, if we could be honest with ourselves, we can fix ourselves.
That's true. That's a true statement. So, hey, let's get into it.
Okay. All right. Like I said, we could be honest with
I'm
ourselves.
going to be honest. I don't got a problem with it.
When was the last time you felt truly isolated, and what caused it?
That I can think where I felt like, man, I'm by myself. It was probably when I was on my trip down in South America. And I was
Colombia?
still around. Yeah, well, yeah, not that one. Not that trip.
Oh, I see.
The other one.
You're
not
right.
that one. The one down in Argentina.
Uh-huh.
The hiking trip.
Okay.
And that was really because I was the only single, well, I wasn't only. It was another guy that was down there too. But I was down there by
Solo.
myself. Yeah, solo.
Because you ain't single, dude.
No, I'm not single. I'm not single. Not far from single. But just, I guess it felt, I didn't have anybody to talk to.
Yeah.
It just felt like, okay, my family is whatever.
Back
how many
here
hours,
living.
Yeah. Doing what they do.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, okay, I still got 10 more days of this. What's going on? So, that's because I'm trying to think because I have little bouts where it's like, man, ain't nobody around. What's going on?
get you.
Then I have especially being home, then I have my dogs, then I start talking to them.
Good conversation.
Yeah, they don't talk back. They listen. They hear key words and they act on them. Yep. But yeah, that's. I guess that's probably the last time I felt like really isolated.
And was it because you weren't around your family, or is it because you had moments where you could think about things?
Some of it was that, but some of it was also, and I don't know if everybody will understand. You might understand just because when you're the only black person
in a group
or whatever. It's just like,
yeah.
Because it's just the way that how me and you talk when we're not.
It's a difference.
Yeah, when we're just us together, or even when we had our group from our past trip that we just took to France. It was like when we were in our group.
Yeah,
it's a different conversation than when we have other folks. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just
different.
It's just a fact of the matter. That's just how it is. So it's just that's one of the things where, and some of it I feel like this is stupid. Why am I feeling that? Because I was with all good, super good people.
Yeah. And
that I would love to travel again. Travel with again. Yeah, and one of my friends that I've had for 20 plus years. But it's still one of those things where, when I think about it more, it was probably because I was, and I think I told you, or I might have been talking to Terrence when I was like, it was a trip where I wish some other of my other black friends could have experienced, because it was just such a amazing trip, and just this, where that people would appreciate. That piece. So
the way you appreciate it.
Right. Yeah. How you see it. You. So, it's just that was probably it. But but as far as feeling lonely or depressed, I haven't felt that way.
Yeah. I've had bouts with both depression and loneliness. But I'm able to spin myself out of it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think it comes? Do you know where it comes from, or what causes it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's So I'm not going to name a specific time. I'm just going to talk about my consistencies. Right. So it's it literally has to do with the personality that I am and the energy that I have and the need to conquer or win, you know.
It's big, y'all, if y'all didn't know. Y'all didn't realize already. It's
But when you don't have a outlet for that, it seems like perfect. And, you know, I'm gonna just say like Nikki. Nikki doesn't have the same mindset I have, right? And so I don't have a way to express it and then fulfill it because, and we'll just talk business. We have different ideas on business things. And I'm not talking negative. I'm just saying we have different ideas. And when I start to feel like, ooh, we could, you know, and then it's like, well, no, I don't want to do that. That sort of, it puts me in a different mindset because it leaves. And I'm going to tell you, man, not only does it hit me like a wall, right? When I get rejected, you know, on my energy and my ideas and all that stuff, because my whole life the whole thing was trying to come up with ideas and trying to lean forward, you know. But it changes me to where like it knocks the energy out of it, you know what I'm saying? To where I find myself getting lazy. And what I mean by that is laying around instead of getting up and attacking things that I know I need to do.
From there down to there where it's like, forget it.
And I'm not saying that it has to do with Nikki. I'm just saying it's the whole kind of thing. Like it's even when, like, you know, we hang out with people that make way more money than us, right? And when we are nowhere near broke, we are very comfortable. But when we don't have the ability, and when I don't have the ability to treat Nikki the way that some of my friends have, that's a punch, because it's not because I feel like my friends are better or whatever, because there's nothing against my friends. It's the fact of, should I be working? Should I go get a job? You know,
see, I mean, I had that too. I mean, I feel that way sometimes too. But I'm sure, just like me, you've had that conversation already with
100%.
who you need to, you know, with the person that matters. That's 100%. Like, do you need me to go back to do, you know, and when they say no, then I guess it's a matter, because that's what I want to ask. Like, what would you want to get her, or what do you feel like you would want to get her that you're not already
it's
providing
not it's not the it's the feeling of not being able to, that you've always been able to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, like even now, man, I make without putting my finances out, I make at least as much as I did in my 29th year as a sergeant major. But when we'll just talk about something as simple as a first class seat. You know what I'm saying? Could you afford it? Yeah. Should you? No, because it'll put you back financially in a situation that you're not familiar with. And it's just, you know, it just, like I said, it's just a hit to the ego, and that rocks me a little bit. The good news is that I've never in my whole life stayed down, you know, and
that's really good.
Yeah, and that's only because of, I think it has to do with the way I was raised. I think it has to do with knowing that somebody needs me to be better. And I'm talking about, of course, Nikki and her kids. And then it's just not in me to just be a statistic, you know what I mean?
That's some of that resilience training.
But it's just, there are times when I catch myself slipping. And it's happened my whole life to where I'm like I told you about my electric that one time when I was a drill sergeant. I was top of my game, but then I come home and the damn power's out, and I freaking bust out in tears, my situation with my son, like why, like I have a friend, matter of fact, him, Neil, from the trip. Yeah. The reason he's my guy is because when I sit and talk to him, I feel like he's really concerned, really there when he asks a question. And I try to be that for him, because I really consider him a very good guy.
He was a good guy.
And he asked me
he's a good guy.
Yeah, and he asked me about Jalen, my son. And I was just like, it was like, it's the first time anybody's asked me in a while. And so I wasn't like really prepared for somebody to ask me. But at the same time, I'm like, man,
I appreciate that.
What?
Yeah,
I appreciate him going to something that he knows is troubling me, because we were in Amazon. I'm not flexing. We were on another trip, and we had a deep conversation, and just the fact that he asked, it rocked me a little bit, and it was one of those where I felt blessed to have a friend that would ask me that. But at the same time, it put me in that spot a little bit, and so I had
Takes to a darker place.
Yeah, man, yeah. And I had to get myself out, because we were around a bunch of friends, and I wasn't going to allow myself to be, until I got sick, I wasn't going to allow myself to be, separated from the group, So, but yeah, those are reasons and causes and situations that consistently happen with me, and I'll tell you, outside of the genes and the family, if it wasn't for two things, man, one, having sought treatment or help, talking to somebody, and then secondly, having the friends and family network that I can reach out to and get me out of that spot, Okay. And the good news is I don't have to, like if I call you or text you, I don't have to say, man, I'm in this blah, blah, blah. So I can just text and say, have you seen this show, man? And then a conversation start, and that'll bring me up out of it. So, and I have friends that do that. So that's me, man.
All right. All right. Did military service or life after make it harder to keep friendships?
It made it harder to keep the friendships I had made in the military. And we had talked about this before as well. I'm not going to be the best friend, and it sucks if you're not in the same area as I am, because it's so hard to pay attention to things that are outside of your reach. And it's a failure as a friend, but that's something that we as men do a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I think that's just
it's a failure if your friend needs you. You know, like say if you have a friend that's out of that area and they're struggling, and I'm not that guy like I could have been, or especially like I said,
I guess you would just want them to. I mean, and that's hard if you're not speaking all the time. But it'd be like you want them to like call me, man.
Yeah.
Shit, if you need, just fucking call me.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Cause like,
don't wait on me to call you. Call me so I can be that for you.
Because we had talked about a little bit of this before, where it's like I got some really good friends that I don't talk to for 3-4 months, 5 months at a time. But when we do talk, it's like we were just sitting down the other day, and it's like if them jokers ever called me and needed something from me,
you'd be there.
Yeah, dog. When? Where you need me to be? What you need? I got you.
But see, I got a friend that's struggling right now with some mental health issues, and it's a friend I've had for a long time, and I didn't even know that he's having them issues. I didn't know that his life was turned upside down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, punching myself.
I mean, it's hard. If people are not going to tell you, people are real. You can hide some stuff. People can hide some stuff from you, and then you really don't find out until they are
close
at
or
that. They're
past,
sitting at that edge where it's like, oh, what's going on? So it's hard to.
Men, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're not there every day.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the disadvantage of not being. to me, this is one of my disadvantages, not being being in the service anymore and not working like that, is that I don't see folks every day.
No.
How I was seeing folks every day, so I knew when
And
somebody
you
was
had
not
that-
having a good day, or
And you had that, like even friends that I wasn't stationed with, at least we still had that. We're still in the same
Right.
fight. Now, yes, we're both retired, or we're all retired, but our lives are completely different now.
Yeah.
There's some people still in the grind. There's some people that are in a perfect happy place to them. There's other people that you don't have those. You lose the commonality that you used to have,
Right.
that made you all friends in the first place. But then again, there are those friends. Like, I'm that guy. I'm the friend that I'll do my part. Unfortunately, I don't overdo my part because there's so much going on.
Right.
And I can tell people my day is busy, but it's not army busy. But now that I'm retired, it's busy. You know what I mean? And so you get so caught up, like editing. I can be editing like a podcast, editing this podcast. If it's a 45-minute podcast, we probably recorded about an hour. Right. And then I have to listen to that. Then I have to stop that and edit it and all that stuff. So I could be on just a podcast 2 hours, we'll say 2, maybe 3 hours, depending on that. And then you got other stuff to do. So it's time consuming. And not to say that it's too much. I'm just saying that when it comes time to thinking about somebody you haven't heard from in a while, and then reaching out to them, the next thing you know is 9 o'clock at night, and we're Central Time.
It's
a whole bunch of excuses.
I mean, I really feel like it's just men.
Oh, yeah.
Because Audra, she could give a class on keeping up with friends from.
Nikki's the same way.
I mean, it's just like who you talk? Who was that? I mean, because it's like, okay, how you do that? But yeah, I mean, I always tell myself that I want to do better.
Yeah.
As far as calling folks.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
for
thing.
me, but it's the same way. I feel the same way. It's like jokers could call me.
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
My number ain't changed in.
You don't know what better is.
25 years.
Because I felt this moment when my partner died. He was went to high school with him. You know what I'm saying? So known him for freaking 30 years, right? He died of brain cancer, and so when he passed, I was like reaching out to people that I was like, let me see what's going on. Some of them jokers didn't get right back with me. Some of them jokers, some did, but it was like, oh, I'm good. It's not like a conversation. And then you're sitting there like, so how much am I supposed to do? Because I still have a family, still have to live my life and represent and have a work to do, So it's just, I think, the answer is yes. The military made it harder.
Yes.
Leaving the military made it harder with my military friends. But the friends I've made afterwards, like I have 2 very good friends in our neighborhood, you and my neighbor Matt. And the reason me and you can vibe more is because your kids are grown. Right, Matt's kids are still in elementary, and so I don't get to hang out with Matt.
But that's understood. I mean, you understand. It's like he got kids. So I understand that. So when he gets a chance, we.
Yeah, I mean, but when we see each other, we stop, talk, have a good moment, whatever. But like you said, it's just men, man. We stupid. Did the military change it for you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it did, just because it's just like it's not that everyday.
Yeah.
Being around folks, being in touch, knowing what's going on with people. I mean, because it's like I knew everybody's families, kids doing, the kids, grown. I mean, just all of that stuff, so you can.
And then you used to go to lunch with boys. Yeah.
I mean, so it's just. But afterwards, it's like not being in, which I'm not upset about not being in, because it's just one of those things where it's different. Where it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I feel good. And when I talk to folks that I used to work with, or, talk to my friends.
It's good conversation.
Yeah, it's good. It's
no
good conversation.
Anger, no issues.
No.
It's just that we
We
suffer in silence for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Because we think that we're being.
Well, you think that's the manly thing to do.
Machismo.
So how do you balance being the strong man, since you're over here flexing, with needing emotional connection? First off, I know you may not know when it happened, but can you talk about when you realized that you needed emotional connection? Because a lot of us don't think we need it because we think it's extra.
It's probably after I was probably early in marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's just like where you're not out,
all over the place.
Yeah, where you're not seeking it from everybody, you're seeking it from one person.
Yeah.
So probably that's when I realized like, I need to be closer with this.
Yeah.
Or you want
Open
this person
up.
to come.
Yeah.
Put a hand on your shoulder, give you a hug.
Yeah.
Or,
be aware of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here. I'm sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes. So that's when.
But even now in my mind, I'm like, you have sensitive moments.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
no. I'm just saying, why in the world in my mind am I like, well, you're not sensitive. You know what I'm saying? What's that got to do with anything? So, yeah.
What about you? For your side question before I answer this,
You silly.
Well, I'll answer this question.
Uh-huh.
I answer this question first. So, it's communication and just
real.
Yeah, it's real communication and stating it, not hiding it, not burying it. What we've been talking about with that. I mean, and that's something that has been learned over the years. I mean, that's not something that
you
was just like
into.
Because I think that we always, when I say we, I'm talking about men in general. We have that mindset of I'm the provider,
weakness.
I'm the man, I don't need anybody.
Weakness.
I'm not going. Which is
everybody's
crazy.
dependent on me.
Which is crazy.
It is
crazy. So,
but it's only crazy after you hit a moment.
Yes. I mean,
until you hit that moment, that's the way it should be.
Yes.
Yeah, it does make sense.
So now I think, hopefully, folks, you get to a point where you let folks know.
Yeah.
You say, hey, I'm not feeling such and such.
That's the perfect. Yeah, that's when you're really a man.
Well, yes. I mean, and it doesn't bother you where it's like, that's just normal. I mean, that's just normal stuff because it's just like you get to a point where you want to feel.
Yeah.
You want to feel good. You want to feel a certain way. You want to.
You want to hurt.
Yeah, you want to be able to.
Yeah, you want to be. I'm tell you now, man. Like I have pain in my body, right? But I don't want to tell my wife that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want her to think less of me. You know what I'm saying? And then I know that's stupid.
It's breaking down.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't want her to sit there and think I'm a fragile, little thing. But sometimes.
But it's true. I mean, it is. I mean, but that's. I mean, let them know sometimes just so that they.
Yeah.
Because it's like when we were. What was it last week? We were on vacation. I'm walking and tripping and stuff, and I was just like, "What are you doing?" She get mad. I'm like, but she came and she was like, "I just get when he."
That's the
that
same
stuff. I don't know
thing,
why
Nikki.
I get so mad about it. But I just say, it's because you're worried about
That's
it, which
100%.
I understand. But I said,
if
it ain't
they're
no
mad,
purpose.
you're not telling them.
Yeah.
And then they are emotionally connected enough that you're all I got. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to take care of yourself. But what's funny about that is they don't take care of themselves.
Nah,
but anyway.
I know.
So for me, balancing that strong man with emotional thing, it's something. It's same as exactly what you said. It's something that it took me forever to grow into, and it took Nikki, and it took multiple trials and tribulations. We're better at it. Us together, meaning I'm better at it, but I still don't tell her every time I'm feeling in the dumps. I don't tell her every time I'm feeling hurt, or I don't tell her every time I'm feeling like worried about something.
I get that, because
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, when some stuff is bothering me, I don't say I'm not gonna put that on the plate. I mean, that's not.
But they can tell the difference. They can tell. They sense a difference,
Right.
and that could lead to other arguments and stuff like that. So I'm learning and getting better, but it's a process.
All right. So, what stops you from reaching out when you're struggling with loneliness?
My honest answer
What do you think makes you not?
I've gotten out of it before.
I can do it again.
I feel like I can do it again. It's not a very good answer, but that's my honest answer, because I've been feeling this before I was married. I've been feeling this as long as I've been in the military, having those moments, and I've never shared it consistently. But Nikki is the first person I've ever. Well, now you, and people listening, are the first people I've ever told. Like my mom don't even know about it, but it's short answer is I felt I could pull myself out of it.
Right.
The longer answer is I don't want to add to other people's, especially if it's your boy.
It's a prideful thing. Yeah, I mean, it's a prideful thing.
It is.
And then,
it's a stupid prideful thing.
Yeah, then when you say your boy, you it's just which boys you're talking about, because some be like, dude, all right, come on, let's go which car. And then you got some that'll try to clown, clown. When you be like, I'm about to beat his ass.
Yeah, like I came over here trying to. Yeah, you definitely got to know who to talk to. But it's a, and I hate saying that, but it's a man, and it's not a race thing. It's a man thing where we're just freaking hard headed.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Yeah, I told you. Look, let me tell you a story. I've mentioned it to you before, but I don't think I told it on the podcast. So, when I was younger, my uncles, my dad, when you get hurt, they'd be like, "Hey, be a man. Stop crying. Be a man. Toughen up. Don't be soft, right?" So, I was still a kid, telling the younger kids in the neighborhood that were 1 to 2 years younger than me, right? They'd be like, they'd get hurt. We'd be out there doing something, and I'd hit them with the ball too hard or tackle them too hard. I'm like, "Hey, be a man. I know I hurt him, but be a man," right? And so we're playing hide and seek. And it's the regular people in the neighborhood. But then we had 2 extra people come. One of the brothers' name was Bam Bam. Right. Now, Bam Bam, him and he had other brother. I can't remember his brother's name. Bam Bam, and anyway, so Bam Bam and his brother's playing with us, and we're playing tag, man. And there's rules in tag, man. If you're tagged, what does that mean?
You're out.
Yeah, you're out or you're it. You know what I mean? And so, Bam Bam wanted to come and change the rules. He kept saying, "No, I wasn't tagged. Man, I tagged you." And you got to also remember that this is in the Joneses' yard. So the Joneses' yard, there's a format to thing. You know what I'm saying? And so
house rules.
Bam Bam came over there and was like sitting there arguing. And I'm like, "Look, man," and I'm ad-libbing because I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was a smart young kid. I was probably saying something like, "Look, the rules of the Jones abode is something that's been established for decades. And what I can't allow, young man, is for you to come into our yard and change those rules." I said something like that. Yeah, I was probably about 8 or 9. But anyway, he disagreed with that. And I was like, man, look, you know what? I got to make the call. You got to go. You and your brother
So
got to
you're
go.
out.
Yeah, you got to go, man. And he said he wasn't going to go. And I was like, you don't want this smoke, man. Come to find out, he wanted that smoke. I told him, you gonna leave. And then he's like, I ain't leaving. So I walked up to him, to his face. I said, hey, man, you gonna leave. That joker looked at me, would start choking me. Now, I wasn't much of a fighter back then because the only person I dealt with was my sister. In the neighborhood, we never really fought, man. So I'm sitting there choking, and my sister, here's the kids or whatever. My sister, she's 2 years older than me, and she comes out like, what's going on? And he is choking. And he let go when she came out, and then he ended up leaving. And I'm sitting there like tears in my eyes, I'm like, oh. And
Yeah.
you know what she said to me?
Be a man.
Be a man. She said, you always tell these kids to be a man, then you be a man and stop crying. I'm like, my sister, boy. So I'm saying about that. But that just goes to show you, man. I'm sitting there telling kids to be a man, but then I'm getting choked out. You know what I'm saying? So, but we got so much work to do.
Yeah, it's
What
pride.
about you?
It's,
What stops
pride.
you? Pride.
It's a pride. It's a prideful thing, and then it's also which probably the same thing is like I don't want to put your problems, my problems on you.
That's what I meant when I
can
said
deal
my boy.
with them,
Yeah.
And I mean, and I think that piece gets worse as we get older, just because we go back and say, well, I did it.
And it's
I
trust.
took care of it 10 years ago. I
Yeah.
took care of it 20. Whenever I felt the same way.
But
yeah.
it's trust.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Do I trust my boy enough to say, hey man, I need to talk to you? Do I trust that joker ain't gonna go and tell the rest of his friends?
Like that joker crazy.
Let me tell you about that
what's
joker.
going on with
He
him?
seemed cool with this dude.
Hey.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Men, that's all I can say. All right, well, how can we normalize checking in on our guys, right, without it being awkward or seen as weak? It's not. Yes.
I think that's that has to be like a two-way street.
100%.
I mean, yeah.
Has to be an initiator, though.
It has to. Yeah, I mean, I think if like we're talking about it, so we had to try to initiate it.
Yeah. But I do know this, that I talk to you more. The longer we've learned each other, I've had like some. You are an outlet.
We feel comfortable with each other. I mean, we feel comfortable with each other because I feel like we're not going to be. I'm not judging you, and I feel like you're not going to be judging me about anything. And then we talk about all the times, like a lot of the similarities with things where it's like, okay, this shit probably happened to him too, or he probably knows somebody that. Yeah. But it's the feeling of not feeling judged or feeling like somebody's gonna come down on you, be like
feeling the way that you think they would react.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The reasons that are stopping you from doing it are all based on how we think that person's going to react. And then the worst thing that could possibly happen is what we think ends up happening, and now we're back in the shell.
It's like, but I think you also know it's like, I couldn't say nothing to that fool. Right?
Yeah.
You
who knows.
You
don't just go up to somebody
who
at
the
Walmart.
culprits would be. Yeah, you know who the culprits would be.
You look like me.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think that you would want. I don't think this is you're only gonna talk to a certain.
Yeah.
It's only a few people who you would talk to anyway, where you're gonna feel comfortable. Because it's like I only have like a few folks who I would feel
really
comfortable talk
it,
to there. I'd be like,
here's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Our neighborhood, there's only 2 people I talk to. You know, so imagine making that the world. So, but it's agreed. The only way it can be normalized is, first off, society doesn't determine what a man is. If we can all just admit that because the society we're living in now has no idea what a man is. It's fake religion, it's fake history, and idealism that certain people are putting, certain people are putting out what is a man.
Yeah.
But the worst part is you see they're not that man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the sooner we as men can understand that society doesn't determine what a man is, that's the first way we normalize it. The second way is exactly what you said, is it's a two-way street. You have to be willing to listen as well as willing to initiate the conversation, whether it's about you or the friend. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a friend that you know is vulnerable to suicide or vulnerable to depression or, you know, of course I went to the extreme, but you have somebody that's vulnerable and you know it, then if they're your friend, then it's your responsibility to reach out and have that conversation. Even if they won't, it's your responsibility. And then the last thing you can do is start to have pride, feel that pride, and be proud that you're trying to make yourself better. You know what I'm saying? Those are the three things I say are needed to normalize that. So, what about you?
No, I agree with you.
No, man, it's your podcast.
No, I
you gotta
agree
say
with
something.
you. I answered the question.
Yeah, so.
No, that was that. No, that was good. I mean, it's it's communicating. I mean, and we're not the best men. Are not the best communicators to start off with, and then when you start putting in emotions and you know things like that, we really get shut off.
I'm sitting there thinking right now, I have friends right now where all I talk about is golf. Whether it be golf jokes, whether it be playing golf or whatever.
Just a subject.
Yeah. Then I have friends I only talk to about football. I only have a few friends that I have real conversations
talking
with.
about life and everything.
So, of course, I may not feel like I can talk to the only football guy about the depths of my soul.
Like, is that your draft? That's your fantasy
pick?
draft? I mean, that's what
Yeah, so who you picking? You know what I'm saying? So there's so much to us. And women have it too. It's just less because I know the women in my life, I'm talking from my wife to my sister-in-law to my mother and my sister, even my friends' wives. I know that they have stuff going on, and I know that they're not talking to everybody, you know, or they're not expressing everything. They express more, and those long-time friendships they value more. But
I say my sister, she calls me and talks to me more since my father passed, because that's who she would go to all the time. She would go to my father all the time. She would talk to my father about stuff, but my father passed, she started calling me, which has been it's been a blessing. Just because
brought y'all closer.
I mean,
and I know you feel proud about that.
Oh man, that she would trust me. You know, when somebody trusts you enough to tell you, you know, call them problems, things that are going on that aren't football or basketball
or for everybody.
You know, I mean, it does.
It helps.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does. So,
and you got to find them people, man. And it can be somebody you've only known for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Or it can be that person you've known for 30 years. You just have to decide who that person is, and sometimes you got to gamble, man.
You got to trust. You got to trust yourself sometimes.
Say like, hey, man, because another thing you said, and then I'll be quiet, is odds are the friends you have gone through sort of the same things, so they can relate, and it may even help them. And they may start talking back to you instead of trying. And that's another thing. I don't want nobody to counsel me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm talking, I want to have a real conversation. I don't want nobody saying, so how does that make you feel? You'll go somewhere.
Nah, I mean, yeah. You don't want to be lectured at.
No,
lectured to, so.
and talked down to,
Yeah,
or like you said, made to seem small because you got real situations
Yeah,
going
because
on.
that's it. Because most of the time is exactly what you said. Is that you be talking about something and your boy something be like, man, that shit happened to me.
Yeah,
You know? And it, I
you
mean,
have
and I
a
can say this is
real
what I did. With
conversation.
it. This how I
Yeah.
did it that helped me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand because that's some shit. Because sometimes when people don't say anything, it's like, okay, because it's like I don't even know what to say.
I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
Open it up to you, and all you can say is,
That's
wow.
something right there. Yeah. That's some deep shit right there, boy.
Woo. Hey, I'm gonna talk to you.
So y'all, loneliness doesn't care about rank, money, or strength. It hits everyone.
Hey,
It hits everyone.
like a pound of, like a bag of bricks.
Yeah.
But when we admit it, and this is, look, I'm telling you this, when you admit that something's wrong, that opens the door to first getting better, and secondly, making some real friends, just establishing a brotherhood.
That's right.
But I definitely want to say thank you for joining us for 4 Titles, 1 Truth. Now we ask you, when was the last time you called just to check in on your friend? And how was your call received? Because it's one thing to take the step to make that call, but then how did they react to it? Did they react to it?
Am I going to call him back again?
Yeah,
Do I need to call him again?
You dirty son.
How you making me feel like that, man?
I'm sitting there trying to help you.
Follow us on all social media platforms and watch us on our YouTube at 4 Titles, 1 Truth.
Absolutely.
And join us next week.
Hey, so we can what, man?
So we can keep the conversation going, y'all.
There it is.
I'll see y'all back. All right.